right, there we go. All right, we back. We're gonna try this again. You got your boy Poe, you got AJ Pax, and you got Leafy here. And we had another somebody else in here, Aaron. Hope he find the feed again. Let me see. What's calm now? Oh, there we go. There we
Yep.
go. That's what I'm talking about.
What's that? The YouTube feed? YouTube
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah.
So here's what, hey, Post. So one thing on your end, make sure that it's not playing while we're broadcasting. Because that could probably feed into your thing.
What you mean? What's not playing?
So if you're using the same computer, you're broadcasting on Shoe, right? But if you're playing the live feed that it's playing, like you're playing the live feed to hear it,
Yeah.
that could probably pick up.
But it never
Let's just
echoed
say,
before. Like
well, you
now,
muted it then. Okay, you had it on mute then.
yeah. Let me. Yeah, we should have this conversation because we would have a beautiful recording. We ain't do no major edits.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me start this off again. This is your boy Paul. I'm a grown man though, but don't repeat that. You got AJ Pax here, and you got Leafy Grant, and I'm hoping that Aaron come back in here. You know, it's good to have as many people as we can get, and you know we're broadcasting from TalkShoe and YouTube, so hopefully we could get more people to listen to our podcast, and we want to be your voice. We want y'all to have a voice. If you want to actually speak, you could come on TalkShoe. You could speak, you could be visual and everything. So, come on TalkShoe if you want to. And we're going to talk about, what happened this week. We already went over the Boxing Fanatical. And I don't think AJ want to really go over that anymore.
Now we're done with that. We'll come back to that again next week.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what I was talking about. Oh yeah. It's another hot topic in the Discord about what's his name? That got fired. What's his name?
I don't know.
I forget his name. I forget his name that fast, and we was just talking about it. The guy Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, Steve. That's a hot topic. That's a hot topic for some strange reason.
I wonder why is it a hot topic now? Nobody gives a shit before.
Yeah, I didn't really respect him that much. But I seen a lot of stuff he was doing. But my thing is, they was talking about they should have gave him a suspension or something like that. They just fired him, and they're thinking they replaced him with Ash's daughter. That was the whole reason.
Well, that's what I was saying. Hey, this is what I was saying about nepotism is alive and well.
Yeah.
It's
not a bad thing to me, but
they ban you. You can't talk that shit.
Yeah. My thing is they should have brought in early because we already know about the three brothers. So you can't really say it's nepotism because the three brothers started the studio. But now they start bringing family members in.
No. It's nepotism. It's nepotism because the person in the role was not family.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the person they get rid of the person and they replace them with family. That's nepotism. It would have been different if it was a truly family-run business where the family member A he was in a position and then they moved him over and then family B came in, you know what I mean, and just kept it in the family the whole time.
All right. I ain't. Y'all was on the phone. What you were saying?
No, I'm saying it is nepotism and corporate nepotism. Then
Yeah,
it's corporate nepotism.
because that's what's going on. Like people saying in my state that because I live in Newark, and they saying the mayor is hiring his cousins, brothers, and all that. And I said, people always argue, be like, why you not hiring your family? And they out there doing this and doing that. I would think that you would try to help your family out some, but if they're not qualified, that's the thing. What bothers me about certain jobs, they hire people in their family and they're not qualified for the position. And to me, I hate to talk bad about Seth because Seth, we got like good terms, but Seth that's not what she's good at. She's a lawyer. She went to school to be a lawyer. She's in marketing. So why are you talking about community management? Why is she taking a position that she's not good at? Let me see.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they need to hire someone that actually had experience in that position instead of someone who is like a lawyer. Like, personally, that wasn't like a good decision to have her as like the community.
Yeah, the
Wait,
marketing part I could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that the move. And we was talking about this. What was yesterday? Aaron, AJ Backs, about the round table and the up and coming. We supposed to got the up and coming last week, and before that, we supposed to got the round table last week, and they keep pushing back. And I'm like,
yeah,
what's going on?
I mean, that's been their whole thing. They keep delaying stuff. They've been delaying stuff since they've been working on this game. It's crazy. It's their whole business model.
It's because they're not hiring the right people. They hire all the wrong people, and I'm like, who is helping y'all with? If they ask a person like me, I could give them a list of all the people they need to hire. They hire. It's like somebody intentionally saying, hire this person, hire that person, hire this person, and they're not qualified for what you want done.
Yeah.
Even with them hiring the Unity people, they're not hiring.
They're hiring the wrong Unity people.
Yeah, they're not hiring the right people. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't got time to be doing a lot of experiment now. Y'all have 5 years. They have 5 years to experiment. And y'all trying to keep that going. Let me see. AJ Pax left.
Yeah. I'm not sure why he left, but
I don't know. He probably got a phone call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what is they really going to do with this game? Like, cause they keep canceling stuff, they keep delaying stuff, and they keep taking stuff away from the game. So I'm like, what the heck is going on?
I feel like, I don't know. Some part of me thinks they're doing stuff for like a sequel, but it kind of looks like they're gonna shut down Undisputed. Like, there's like a lot of things they're taking back and like backtracking on, and the community isn't happy with them. So I feel like they're gonna go bankrupt at some point, or like they're gonna have to shut down.
They are. They really are gonna go bankrupt because the thing is, DLC helps with the money, because all that money that they so-called made, that's disappearing because you, like I was saying before, the investors, the publishers, then you paying a staff of people. So when they dropped the game, they sold over what, 1 million, 100 million, something like that. But still, the thing is, a lot of that money Steam takes a percentage of that. PlayStation get a percentage. Xbox get a percentage. So their money is leaving quickly, and DLC is what's supposed to help them stay afloat. But if they're not, they can't be afloat if all these things are taken. If they're taking all these things away, and people going to just say we don't want to deal with this game no more. And it's a lot of major games that's about to come out that's going to really steal this fan base.
Yeah.
Because it ain't nothing that's making them hold on to this game. They getting content creators that's pushing to try to help this game. But me, that's why I keep saying I could never be a content creator. I could never, I could be a content creator because that's what I'm doing now. But I'm talking about I cannot be the type of content creator for a company, and I gotta lie for them when their game is not really that good. And my thing was Game Changers, I couldn't do it because they want you to lie. If the game is not good, I can't do it. That's not me. Let me see. Where AJ Pax go at? Oh, no, he left. He left.
He joined and left, joined and left.
Oh, he kept joining it, so it must be something wrong on his end. If he keep joining, Oh, I see him on what's it called?
On YouTube?
I see him on YouTube. But YouTube is frozen. YouTube is frozen, so no, I see he's blinking and stuff.
I'm back.
Oh, all right. I wondered what's going on. I see you froze for a minute. I thought the doggone stream was frozen.
No. It's my when my camera has some kind of AI tracking. So when I moved out of the way, it jammed the camera. It got confused.
Okay. Damn. What type of you guys? You got to be like a mannequin to use that camera.
Oh, I should turn it off. I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Yeah. Yes, I forgot the conversation was there because I got so much to pack.
But yo, I'm surprised. People are talking because it's been a while since he was released, right, or fired. But I'm surprised people are talking about it now because maybe they saw some of the videos we put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because they like Gov is like, oh yeah, this is what I gotta tell you, Leafy. Gov is a bipolar troll. That joker be getting on my nerves. I be really wanting to fight him. He be saying
wait. What's a bipolar troll?
Joker, like he Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He acting like he your friend, and then he's saying something against you. He like be playing mind games, and I'm not playing mind games. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like he telling me, like we had a art this morning. Matter of fact, because I blocked him, but I find a way to still engage him. But I blocked him because he be saying stuff that makes me angry. And my thing is, if you keep disrespecting me, if you around me, you getting hurt. And it's like you using the internet as your shield to keep disrespecting somebody. He keeps saying, "Well, Poe, I'm pretty sure what you wrote is Chat GPT." He keeps saying that. So that means you're attacking my intelligence. My name is Poe for a reason. I'm a poet. I'm a writer. And my name was Poe since I was working with EA, when I was helping EA. So that means I've been writing before Chat GPT was a thing. So stop trying to attack my intelligence. And a lot of things, even with Chat GPT, I'm writing big paragraphs, and I use it to proofread for me. Something I probably didn't add in it. But he's like, Bo, I'm like, yo, you really trying to attack my intelligence? He's like clinching. He's saying, clinching is not a thing in the MMA. Yes, it is. Just a
Yeah,
different thing.
what are you talking about?
He said,
Honestly-
no, clinching ain't. It's no clinching in no MMA. It is.
There is. There is.
Roman
I was doing
Oh yeah,
clinching.
it's called they're grappling. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
Yeah,
remember plenty
grappling.
of times people say, "Oh, here they go with the grappling stuff when it in boxing." So they're the same thing. So why are you arguing me with that? Just like you trying to deflect and dumb down what I'm trying to point I'm trying to make. And I'm like, yo, what's the heck?
Yo,
Like,
did you guys see that Moses Itama last night?
Oh yeah,
That Itama fight?
No.
everybody
I didn't get to
saying-
see it.
Everybody keeps saying it was fixed. I don't think so. I don't think so.
The complaint I heard is the people said the shot that stunned White, they said it was a dirty shot. They were saying it was a punch to the back of the head, right?
No, it was on top of it.
A couple of things about that. That shot, to me, it didn't look like a flush punch to the back. It looked like he just grazed his head because White was just moving. He was moving downwards, right? Trying to evade the punch. He was blocking at the same time. But he said how they accused Itamo of holding. They said that they said how he held the guy's glove to his face and then hit him with the hook after.
See, that's the stuff that make me mad as a boxer. It's boxing. Everything they want to be scripted the way they want to. They want everything to go the way they want it to go in boxing. Boxing it's like they have dirty boxing in boxing. You can't get mad at a person for fighting a certain way. Like they say, oh, you supposed to fight this way or that way. And my thing with when people say running, it gets me mad because for me, I would be like, hey, he's running. Because you would say me when I was boxing, it would bother me if somebody running. But you know what? I know how to cut the ring off. We don't have that. That's what we should be talking about. Why can't we cut the ring off in Undisputed? You know, that should be the topic. Why can't we do certain moves to counter certain things? That's one thing that I really agree with Boxing Fanatical on. People complaining about the jabbing to the body, but there are things that you could do in real life to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
And there are defensive moves you could do. But people sit there because they want to slug. A lot of people like that playing the game, they want to rock them, sock them. And I heard people say, we don't want to rock them, sock them robot game. But then they're the one that's saying it's nonsense. Makes no sense to me. When you looking at YouTube, it's nobody.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up quick while you're talking.
Yeah, ain't nobody in YouTube. We had like 5 people on YouTube. Now we ain't got nobody. It's a warning: the stream bit rate is low on it. I don't want to open the widget because that might mess something up. Let me see. We live. Let me put we live again. We live. Yeah, I'm wondering what's this week gonna look like besides the interview that I got planned up. But I wonder what it's gonna look like though.
Yeah, yo, oh, I found it. Before you jump to that, I found it. Let me share my screen.
All right.
I found that Itamo White thing I wanted to bring up.
Let me see.
Hey, I think we got someone from the wish list mafia on the chat, bro.
Oh yeah, what is in the oh
The
yeah,
YouTube chat.
yeah. That's Country Boy. OG. You can hear me, Country Boy, right? Since the delay, he gonna hit me like probably like 2 minutes out.
Can you see this? Can you see this?
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, can you see this? Okay. Okay. This is the thing people are saying. They're saying that Itamo cheated. You see this right here? That. You see that? People are saying that he put his forearm there and he trapped his hand against his face. Therefore, they want to say he was holding. And then from there, and then boom, this is when the shot came afterwards. I saw people right away
That's not a rule, though.
saying that. But here's the thing: the reason why I'm bringing this up, right? Well, so there's no cheating there, right? But here's the thing: do you realize that Undisputed is getting so washed up that the fact this is a perfect example that when you remove the blocking physics or having those little collisions in the pocket and stuff, we're not getting that anymore in the game. Little things like this.
Yeah.
This doesn't exist.
Yeah.
According to Undisputed.
Yeah.
When they took out,
right?
What was that? What was the name of it? They took away from us the what's called blocking
the blocking physics.
Yeah, blocking physics. That was like crazy. They took that away, and I'm like, who on the team keeps saying, "Well, we can't fix"? It's like they try to fix it. You're supposed to take like weeks. We all right with that, long as you fixing it. But you gonna say you can't fix it. So that means you have no intentions of fixing it. And the way these developers are going for Undisputed, they're gonna keep doing that. Even with the desync, you gotta minimize it. You might not be able to get rid of it all the way, but you gotta minimize it. Because the only way they're gonna like really get rid of it, they're gonna have to have a like EA. They gotta have a bigger server, and EA got EA had their own server at one time, but now they're dealing with Amazon. So, and I know the way the money probably running out real fast. Steel City's not gonna put that money into it. And I looked at one program. What'd you say?
Talk about the money. Let me show you something. This is the Fight Night series, right?
Yes.
2004, it came out. 1 year later, 2005, 2006. Then, after 3 years, every year to come out. Then it took 3 years for Fight Night Round 4, and then it took another 3 years for Fight Night Champions.
That's crazy.
2 years.
Or 2 years.
That's crazy.
Isn't this what's going on right now? Isn't this the case with Undisputed? Isn't this going to be the big surprise they're going to make? That they're coming out with part 2? It's right on schedule, right?
5 years though.
Yeah.
And my thing, if we use an EA as a blueprint, I'm gonna have to throw the Knockout Kings in there. Every year they made a game. So y'all have 5. So EA did 5 years, 5 games, but y'all have 5 years on one game. And y'all couldn't get nothing right. And we're still literally on early access. We on early access, and you charge us $70. Ain't that a lawsuit?
Oh,
but is it? Yeah, but isn't this the scam they're gonna try to run? Isn't this exactly what they're trying to do? They're already gearing it up for Undisputed 2, right? But here's the reason. The reason why I say this is a scam. Look what year this is. This is 2004, 2005, 2006, right?
Yeah.
This game was on the PS2. During the PS2 era, we weren't updating games. We weren't pushing patches to games. The game came on a disc. It had to be done. We didn't have the internet. We didn't really have the internet. It was around the PS3 generation. The PS3 who did Xbox go up against? It was PS3 versus what? Xbox 360?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. You got it up there.
Right. That's the generation when we started. That's when publishers or game developers started pushing patches.
Yeah.
Like full-fledged patches, gigabytes of patches, constant update. That was the beginning of it. PS2 era, they had to follow this philosophy probably just because the game, you know what I mean? They couldn't give us all the development of the game, but they broke it into parts then, right? Didn't you, Poe, didn't you mention that one of Ash's visions for this game was to make it not a yearly release, but it would be a modular kind of game that they could keep on building on?
Upgrade. It supposed to be an upgrade like I don't know if you're familiar with Warframe. It supposed to be an upgrade like Warframe. Supposed to constantly
right. Well, this is not what they're going to do. They're going to make us buy all those licenses for the boxers again. This is the scam they're going to run. They're following this old school philosophy here, man. This business plan here, the business plan right here.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the publishers. I've figured that out because their thing is DLC. Push out DLC. That's where we get our money from. Then they looking at what 2K is making off the DLC and microtransactions, and they said we could do that for this game. But my thing is,
times 2.
Yeah,
they're gonna make us buy all that shit again for Undisputed 2. That's what they're prepping us for.
And the thing would have been, it wouldn't have bothered us if it was the first game. Because we'd have been like, all right, we buy this stuff. We trying to help you get your company on point. But now you going to part 2. Now you want us to rebuy everything, and the game is not finished. It's not undisputed but unfinished. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are y'all?
But going back to that graphic, we're in 2025, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to. They don't have to keep on releasing 1, 2, and 3. So it goes back to that thing. Why was the alpha built on Unreal Engine, and then why did they go and they put this on Unity? Was it like a premeditated scam they're running?
Yeah.
Like what reason?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I got something from somebody. His name Boxing Lounge. He said different generations.
Right.
PS2. He said PS2 OG, Xbox era, Fight Night Round 1, Fight Night Round 2, Fight Night Round 3, 2004. Still, we giving excuses to this company. I had developers telling me, but I can't keep. I keep saying this, and people say, "Well, what developers you're talking about?" If they told me and they didn't make it announcement live, that don't mean that they didn't say it.
No. Yo, Boxing Lounge. Now, my point was, it wasn't. I'm not talking about those generation of box. I'm talking about development generation. I'm talking about when you're developing games back in the PS2 era, PS1 era. I don't know, Nintendo and all that shit. That was before the internet, really. So, guys, when they come out, when they release a game, it has to be basically complete. But we're in 2025. Why is Undisputed following that old school philosophy back in PS2? If all they had to do, why didn't they built the game on Unreal Engine, and it doesn't have to be a yearly release. It just has to be constant updates. Why did they go away from that?
Facts. Especially
it's because they wanted to maximize. I think it's because they wanted to get as much money as they could, because they knew the market was dry for a boxing game, and so I feel like SCI wanted to capitalize on that, and so ESPC looked very good, so they could secure a lot of sales. That's what I think. Why else would this game not look like how it was moving when it was ESPC?
Exactly.
And then when they changed the name, that was kind of a warning. That was a warning sign to me, because it was just to make it clear it wasn't going to be an online only game. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then it started changing. Everything started changing, man. And it's now it's a casual game, but it doesn't even work. So it's what was the point of changing the game and how the game was going to be played during development?
Yeah, my thing is arcade games don't sell nowadays. They really don't. no matter how the developers, how the investors and the publishers. And my thing is, who's doing this research? Because you know what they're looking at. I think right now they're looking at what 2K is doing, but 2K is not an arcade focused game. They're not trying to make their game arcade. I see more realism in that game than anything. But that's why when I be telling people, they said when I said, and he explained it to me. He said he wanted this to be the 2K of boxing. He talking about the production, the presentation, and everything. That's what he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the microtransactions and all that. As thing wasn't about money, because I remember when he said if he gotta lose money to get the game that he want, he literally said that. If I gotta lose money to get the game I want, this is what I want. But then it seemed like he signed a contract that he can't back down from once he got them publishers, because he didn't really want publishers. Because he knew what he said. He said it wasn't the publishers that he was worried about. He was more worried about the investors. Because he said the investors.
Yeah, but you know what?
What'd you say?
But you know what? Even though if you're correct, I still think the game would have still went in the same direction in terms of like going back to this whole thing. Well, how do you prevent somebody from not engaging in the fight? I don't think I think it's an afterthought. I don't even think it has anything to do with investing. I think it's just they don't get it.
And it don't help when they said that they got these people in the studio that they don't really have knowledge of boxing or development. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? If that was the case, you should have pulled me and tagged me in. Tag a couple of people in the Discord. You hiring people that don't, I think it was an excuse. That's a cover-up. Because why would they tell us that? A company will never tell you that they're lacking somewhere, because that goes against their investments and everything. So you gonna
and also
what you
saying like one of the developers said some of the developers were learning game development as they were making Undisputed.
Yeah, that's what
that's like a warning sign to me, because that's gonna hold you back. If you have to teach people how to code while you're making the game, you're gonna spend more time teaching them the basics rather than making sure the game is really good and functioning. But hey, they banned me for saying that. They banned me for asking that question. So I probably shouldn't be saying that.
No, because you was probably you telling the truth. Yeah. That's crazy. They're trying to silence people. Oh, the YouTube popping.
Yeah. Got 7 people watching.
I would not purchase a boxing game without offline modes. Me neither. I really can't do it. And my thing was, Undisputed made me want to play online, because the online, it wasn't the online. The game played realistic. When I was playing the game, I said, "Oh man, it feels like boxing." Then once that one, the game. I stopped playing the game.
The thing Boxing Lounge just said, if there was a clinch, we could use that as a sticky mechanics, and that whole about sticky mechanics, we're never gonna have it, because they're removing all physics in the freaking game, and that's something that's missing in the game. Right? Well, it's gonna be basically gone. So you can imagine. Can you imagine if that continues in Undisputed 2?
Yeah. They're gonna have a billion excuses. Because to me, the game, like when they first showed us the clinching and they were showing us the fighting in the inside, they stopped working on it. It's like somebody said, nah, we ain't gonna give them that right now. Let's just say we can't fix it. Because any other company would have worked on that. Because I remember with EA, they had a lot of things that wasn't working on the game. And they fixed it immediately. And that's the thing that I'm talking about. Why would you actually See now I'm gonna use the. We got people in the studio that don't know about game development. Why would you hire people like that then? So you can have an excuse? I think it's an excuse all the way around. It's the people know what they're doing. It's just that you're trying to prolong it. You're trying to draw it out so you can use that as an excuse. I'm like, it's like crazy. Let me see. It's not the same game we were promised. Exactly. That's what I'll be saying all the time. Something changed before release. I don't know if it was a licensed game engine issue, but we were promised a pineapple but got a lemon. I don't think had nothing to do with the engine.
No, no. It has to do with the engine. They developed so if the alpha was developed on Unreal, and then suddenly they want to create the beta on Unity. They went to an inferior gaming engine, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that part I agree with. But the way he's saying it, like, was it a licensed game engine issue? I don't know. I really don't. I think because aimbot, he's good at at Unity, and he's the head coder in the game. So to me, the coder, he's literally the head of the game, because if you don't have no coder, you don't have no game. So I'm guessing he pushing things like, "Yo, I'm good at Unity. This is what we're gonna do." Whoever was doing their
Yeah, but why wasn't the alpha? Then why didn't they develop the game on Unity from the? Why wasn't the alpha developed on Unity? Like
I think it was a smart move for them to say, "All right, we got
to make money."
Yeah, they had Unreal Engine, and they said it looks good, it look beautiful, and they said we're gonna use that for the developers, and then we're gonna give them what aimbot. But aimbot had a pretty decent game with his Unity, because the first, I think the first no, the second beta or alpha, whatever you want to call it, because everybody keeps saying alphas, they're not betas, they're alphas. But the first beta, it had
the alpha is the most realistic version of the game, I would say. In terms of what they're saying, they're saying it was a sample footage, but that looked like the skin textures on it too. Everything looked different. It looked
and the movement. Like when there's moving around and stuff like that, I was like, "Yo, this look good."
There was a greater degree of angling.
Yeah,
the camera would have more, it would tilt more, kind of thing. I don't know. They got rid of it. I don't know why.
Let me see.
They're saying that Aloha Bama, they removed Morrison's signature left hook.
Oh, you're talking about Tommy Morrison. I've talked to Tommy Morrison wife. It's like she kind of scared to say anything. And I'm like, I said, "Yo, tell them to represent your husband correctly. You know, he don't really look like himself, because I didn't know who the heck he was. And his punching style, his movement and everything, it's not Tommy Morrison." And my thing is, Steel City want money for DLC, but they're not giving you good fighters. I'm talking about stylistically. And some of their looks don't look, it doesn't look right for them to be charging the amount of money that they're charging, and the boxers don't represent themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Fight Night 2, UFC 3 Undisputed, and UFC 4 were the best fighting games I ever played. Styles felt unique in UFC 3. You could fight after a knockdown. See, I'm not a fan of UFC games. The only ones that I was like real fans of, the THQ ones, the Undisputed UFC games. I was more fan.
Yeah, I mean, some.
I don't know. He said, or you give it to the stars and to UFC. Okay.
Yeah. The EA UFC games are kind of shitty. Like those aren't really like representative of what MMA really is, in my opinion. Like the
Yeah.
damage system is good, but like the ground game and like punch work and the footwork isn't good. Like it's not really grounded or really open to let you do what you want.
Yeah. They saying that round 3 for me is still a gold standard in my opinion. Nah, rounds it had good points, but it's not the gold standard. Round 3 had a lot
Yeah,
going wrong with it. The freeze frames when you
yeah.
do your block, the par-
Perry.
the parry freeze, and it's a lot of things that was missing in that game.
Yeah, the punch animations were really
Yo,
slow
yeah,
too. That was stupid.
I
The
want to bring
punches
up
were really slow.
this new, not a nuance. Well, I don't know if it's a nuance, but and it shouldn't be treated as a wish list thing. It should be in the game already. So Fight Night Champion, they had a proper TKO, right? So
Yeah,
so for example, in Undisputed Box in the TKO system we have, it's just based on cuts. It's just cuts and your eyes going shut, and the referee. So essentially, it's like he comes to check you the first time. Okay, he's giving you one warning, and then after, if you can't defend yourself, you know what I mean. And the cuts gets well. Okay, he checks the second time. It's an automatic TK, and it is called. It's basically you can't fight anymore. They call it TKO. But in if you play Fight Night Champions, they had TKOs when a guy can't defend himself. He's taking an accumulation of punches, and the referee has to stop him because the guy is getting overwhelmed. We don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a true TKO system in Undisputed Boxing. Why would they leave that out?
and surrender.
Like, why is it so hard? What kind of like how much pain would it have caused the coders to put that in the game, or why did the developers never they never thought about the like what is a TKO? It almost looks like Undisputed doesn't know what a TKO is.
It's exactly. It's like you got millions of videos out there of boxing. As a developer, and I know some developers that do this, they watch and study film. They get a boxer or somebody to come in the studio or something like that. But they didn't do none of that. It's like they already had their own game plan of what they was going to do. We're going to make it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever came in the studio. And I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on? And if you look at all the hires that they have, most of it is for financial things. Or people they hired, like the staff is more of regular people on the team than developers. And that's crazy. That makes no sense. Why say you on? Oh, there you go. Yeah,
A simple thing like that, man. We don't like every TKO to me feel it's just TKO on cuts, man. It's like it's ridiculous. They basically you're telling me they couldn't figure out how to do TKO when a guy's not not defending himself. I don't know. He's getting caught with too many punches. I don't know. Like Fight Night Champion has it.
Yeah, that shows that there was somebody there that knew a little bit about boxing, but they still had to follow the instructions of what was coming before them, and that was Brizzle. Brizzle, he did some boxing, and he trains like go to gyms. So that boxing stuff he had, but his thing was when you got like CEOs and stuff over you, they want the game a certain way that's going to bring them money. But to me, all that, it's no longer a thing. Arcade games gonna keep bringing us money. The DLC is bringing money. It's not the game, the way the game is made. It's the DLC and the transactions. And then my thing is, who's going to keep buying DLC and transact and do the microtransaction? Hardcore boxing fans, because the casuals don't care about the DLC, the microtransactions. They don't know half of the boxes. All they know about the boxes that people are talking about now. Other than that, they don't know nothing about them. Because there was a time I was saying something about get this boxer and get that boxer in to help fill out the weight classes. They say, no, we don't need them people. We don't need them old people and stuff like that. I said, well, it's certain boxers that other people like. So you can't push them out. If you want a game to survive, you got to keep them. Even if you gave us a good creation mode so we can fill the divisions and create certain boxes, that would have been a great idea. My thing is like, it seemed like Steel City is actually, killing itself off. It's like drinking poison. Like, what are y'all doing to stay alive? What you think?
Yeah, I think they're doing like the bare minimum. Like they're just gonna push DLC and then they'll push out like a sequel, but the sequel won't have everything we want, and then there'll be another game, and it's just gonna be another game after another game, like the EA.
Which is
What's it called?
which is the 2004,
business model.
2005, 2006 business model. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah,
sets
but it
up.
should just be like a game. It should just be a game that they update over time and like
That was his
build
plan.
upon.
I
Yeah,
would be shocked if they didn't fix any if they didn't fix any of these exploits and lack of boxing realism in the game. That would shock me if part 2 came out and it was the same old shit.
Yeah, it would.
Like, look, hey, have you guys ever noticed this? And you don't really hear people talk about too much, but in Undisputed, if you're fighting and you're not engaging because no one's punching, no one's landing, nothing, right? You ever notice the crowd boos?
No,
So they programmed that into the game. Yep, the crowd boos. If a guy is not engaging, the crowd starts to boo. I don't know if they're both boxers, but the point is they knew how to program that into the game. How come they can't build off that? The correct situation where you have guys are not engaging because they're running. How come they? Obviously, the game is counting that. It's counting some kind of idle. There's idle play or something. You know what I mean? There's no action going on, so the fans boo. So they know what it is. But how come no one's building on that? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Can they build on that if it's picking up already?
Yeah, they can. It's a lot of stuff they could build on that they have, but they're not. It's like it's something internally going on. A lot of people saying don't bring Raxzilla in and stuff like that, but he has more power than people keep giving him, and they give him credit for it. It's a lot of things that I know for a fact that because Ash keeps saying he's a boxing wizard. He's a historian and stuff. But if you're a boxing wizard and historian, why isn't the game realistic? And why are you saying,
big time?
And why are you saying realism is not fun to everybody? To you, because we saw how you play. We saw when you was playing against Boxing Fanatical, and Boxing Fanatical was whooping your butt with realistic gameplay stuff. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So
and then they changed it. They changed it after that.
Yeah, exactly. His thing like, oh no, I can't let Box Fanatical embarrass me like that. We got to change the game up, and that's crazy. Because like I wrote an article about if games like Tekken is hard. It's hard to some people. Like all the different moves you got to learn. All the different moves you gotta learn in was that Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Those games are hard to certain people. So why you can't give boxing fans what they want? It makes no sense whatsoever. It's like intentional destruction. I'm like, you can make this $1 billion company literally quick. This could have been $1 billion company. This go round off of one game, and that's crazy. They only got one game and $1 billion excuses for this one game. That makes no sense to me. And then why aren't you like with the $1 million, like the over $1 million that you got? Why didn't you like really hire the people that you really need? They outsourcing. I don't know what they outsource for because I don't see no changes. That's another reason why I keep thinking they keep pushing stuff back. They trying to get the scripts together, and by us doing stuff like this, like having these streams and stuff, we're like pushing back on what they already got planned. Now people gonna start thinking maybe that's what they're trying to do, and it's true. It's like, why are you keep pushing out up and coming, then you pushing out round table? Then what are you gonna really tell us? What are y'all gonna tell us at the round table? Nothing that's gonna really move us. Nothing that's gonna give us something to have hope about.
Hey, that
Mhm.
round table is cooked. They ain't gonna have no round table.
Yeah, they don't
That
want.
Yeah,
round,
I mean,
they can't have it. Hey, that round table was really that was just a disguise for a big announcement. Undisputed 2 launch date. They can't have a round table on that.
Oh, we're in August. I forgot we're in August. Don't they supposed to have a big announcement in August? That's what
yeah,
Todd was
like in the
saying.
fall.
But some
Yeah.
supposed to
Unless
happen
it's
in
Timo,
August.
unless it's Timo Lopez. That's
I
the big
think
DLC announcement. That's the only thing.
I think that's what it is.
No, they wouldn't hype it up. Todd wouldn't say it like that if it was just DLC. I think it's
No,
something bigger.
Teal said Todd didn't say Teal said himself that he put
Oh,
it supposed to be a huge announcement in what do you I think he said in August. So I'm like, y'all helping me with the live? I mean the YouTube.
Hey, let me show
yeah,
you
the
guys
YouTube
something. Let me
store.
show you guys something. Take a look at this. I want you to see this one sec. Here, I pulled this off Reddit. I saw this post here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yep.
This person should slow down the character.
What
A
they
lot of
talking
players are
about?
holding the block button throughout the whole fight and running backwards fast. I think by slowing down the character when holding the block should balance the game a little bit more.
No, see, I hate
No,
that
What do you think of
word.
that?
no, don't
You
do
see the
that.
word?
Don't
You
do
see?
that.
Yeah, but you hear the word balance. They keep saying balance, and when I be saying, they be like, "No, I ain't saying it the way you saying it." Yes, they are.
So
So how
what?
can
So
you
so
not
what's the
slow you
flaw of this?
down?
Because what there's because this goes back to the whole argument of people running around, right? They're just running around holding the block, right?
Yeah.
But this guy is saying if they hold the block running that, therefore they can't run as fast backwards. But you're saying that would create another flaw.
Yeah. As far as boxing, because I've seen people they getting hurt or hit, and they're moving backwards. They lean on the ropes or something because they're moving fast. I seen Leonard do it. My Leonard did it against Tommy Hearns. He moved backwards.
So this is okay. So all right, good. So therefore, nice add 1718. This is not this would kill boxing then.
Yeah, it would
This will
kill
go
it.
against the realism. If you would while blocking, it slows your backward movement.
Yeah, it shouldn't be extremely fast, but you should be able to. If you're going backwards, for
Okay.
one, if you punching a person and they falling off balance, they're going to move backwards fast because they're basically off
Yeah.
balance. So my thing is, it's a lot of things. See, these, and I hate to keep saying it because everybody's saying I'm gatekeeping, but this is how casual people keep changing the game. You making a game into an arcade
Okay.
fighter. There are already arcade fighters out there. Let this be boxing. Let this be realistic. Let this be
So
distinctive
then,
to what it is. I'm like,
so
they're going to lose.
but the thing is this guy's trying to fix running backwards fast because some people. This is a complaint. A lot of people complain about this, but how would you correct this then? Just the whole idea of being able to run back. Basically, you're able to run faster backwards than forward.
So my thing was see that running thing with me, like from my boxing perspective, is the person moving around a lot. But when some people be saying it, because I get it from different ideas. Some people talk about you moving back real fast, and they call that running. But I actually see people run, give you their back. So, you know, my perspective will always be different from a casual fan or a person that, you know, they're crying about certain things. And my thing, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if I said it on this one or our practice run. Now, we should have more things to stop the running. You can't keep saying slow him down or doing this or doing that. Certain boxes, yeah, they supposed to move a certain way because especially if you're heavy. A lot of heavy boxes not gonna move that fast to the back. They're gonna fall off balance if anything. But my thing is you should be able to cut the ring off, use your movement like they had in the beginning game. Like you can move around the box a certain way, you know, pivots and stuff like that. When you have these things, that stops everything. People are asking for the wrong things. And that's the mindset I keep saying. A lot of people, they gotta I don't want to say this, but some of these people need to just shut up and let the people that know what they're talking about talk about it. You know, because
Yeah.
We see, no, here's the problem. But you know what? It's a good thing that guy did ask that. He posted that question in Reddit. You know why? Because now somebody came and looked at it and give them a proper answer.
yeah,
Undisputed Discourse, they ain't doing that shit.
no,
I mean, they ain't analyzing nothing for nobody. It's like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, no, we're going to ban you. That's it. That's what's going on there. They can't even, they have nobody there to sit down and say, okay, explain it.
yeah.
Or maybe I haven't seen enough of it in that Discord. I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. And my thing, hold up. 7.
Yep. The Discord just bans people like left and right, man. It's nuts.
That would be a good idea because below Obama saying that the announcement might be Mike Tyson, Pacquiao, or Mayweather. I think that's why they holding back because you know they scanned Jeff Mayweather and his brother Floyd Sr. So they scanned them in the game. So they probably saying let's do a Mayweather pack. You're gonna have Floyd's
gonna be in the game?
No, I'm talking about they got the uncles in there, so maybe they get the Floyd Mayweather and his uncle Roger. That right there.
I would like to see Roger because Roger was a champion. He deserves to be in the game.
Yeah, Roger, good fight, and he fought some tough opponents. But that right there, that can hold a price. They could get $25 for that. But you know what casual fans gonna say? It's not worth it. Why we gotta give Floyd that money? He's a billionaire. Floyd getting half of the money and Still City getting half of the money. And the investors. And a lot of people, they just want boxers like they want them to give up their likeness and their name and everything to be in the game. I understand you want the boxer in the game, but it's it's a business for them. It's a business for them. They want some boxers actually is in this game for free or a little bit of nothing. That I know. I like Khan, but they made him a god in the game. Same as Frazier. It's like they got favorites. Frazier was always a favorite to certain people, even in EA Fight Night. They love Frazier. I knew that when I went to the event.
Yo, Aloha Bama. I'll give you a different take on that. Khan, it might not be a matter of being a favorite. It might be just lazy freaking they don't have the people who look at the stats and stuff or more they're not really testing. For example, that upcoming update they keep on talking about. If you saw the information about it, here, I'll show it to you. Where is it? Where is that update? Where can I find it?
Now you're gonna make me screenshot
the upcoming patch.
And the patch notes, but
where can I find it?
They got a patch notes on the site, but I put it down because this keep making too much
No,
noise.
no, this is the one from the. It's probably in the Discord, the one that shows the actual. Actually, let me see if I can find it. There was something they were showing, and it said Martinez is going to be. Okay, I think I found it. Here, I found it here. Here, I'll pull it up. I got it. There we go. This is gonna answer. This is gonna answer a question here. Where am I? Here, I'm gonna share my screen. So we're talking about this favoritism in the game that makes certain characters more stacked than others, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you this. Where is it? Lock it. Slow down 1 sec. Where?
Yeah, my thing is if they I'm trying to talk while you're trying to figure that out. Yeah, my thing is if they trying to
Yeah.
sell DLC, the boxers gotta be themselves. Even David Benavidez, or Aaron back. Even David Benavidez, he got a couple of things that shouts, "Hey, it's David Benavidez," but it's a lot of things that he doesn't do that David Benavidez do. Even his quick punch,
Yeah,
his quick flurry that he be throwing, that's real fast. That's not in there.
if the boxers in the DLC don't fight like themselves, there's no point in buying them because they can just get the same results from any other boxer in the game.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's your up and coming.
Right. So this is right. So here's the thing. They're gonna nerf Sergio Martinez. They're getting rid of his lightning hands. They're gonna reduce his punch speed for both middleweight and welterweight, right? Adjusted the majority of his punches in southpaw, blah 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 kind of thing, right? This is specifically for Sergio Martinez. But if you notice, southpaw speed stat balancing, and that's all they say. See, you know what that tells me? They actually sat down, they played test with Sergio Martinez to make sure everything makes sense. But for all the other players, it's just a global. I'm gonna say it's like a global stat change or something. They're not actually sitting down there. Let me take a look at Amir Khan. If I put him southpaw now, is he still doing that same shit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I take not Crawford, because they have him as a switch hitter, but any other boxer that you could do that with. Floyd Patterson. I'm gonna switch him to southpaw and try to exploit it. Are they actually testing for that?
But I don't know
Each character in the game to see how like.
So there's a lot of things that Sergio Martinez has that is broken. Actually, it's not just the speed of the animations. It's so there's things that for some reasoning aren't in the patch notes that specifically need to be tuned. The reason why I say it's tuned is just because of balance sequences. Balance is needed in all games, and it's necessary in order for a game to have fairness. So when it comes to Sergio Martinez, he's just outright broken. He's punching at punch drunk sonic speed, and while everybody else is basically punching at 1 or 2 times speed. So Sergio Martinez, things that are broken with Sergio Martinez, his hooks, whether it's powered or non hooks, his jab, his back jab, feint into a forward jab, feint into a hook. There is so much that is broken about Sergio Martinez that actually really, really needs to be looked into. That just because of the things that had covered in those patch notes.
Yeah, but I don't know if you cut out or what, but
Well, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm 100% for it. Like, but my point is that they're specifically telling us that for this character in the game, these are the patch notes that we're this is what we're going to do to adjust them. What about the other characters in the game?
Yeah, but
Or it's unnecessary to know what adjustments they're making. And the only reason I thought about it, I remember, I don't know if it was last week on the show, someone spoke about how different development companies, like how they cascade to their community. What are the fixes they made, or in what detail kind of thing. I can't remember if it was here we were talking about it.
Yeah, it was me. I wrote an article.
Huh?
It was me.
It was you. Okay.
An article I wrote. Yeah, but me, I disagree because I hate that word balancing. It's fun when it's balanced. No, it's not, because that, to me, you asking for one mode when you say it should be balanced. We supposed to have more than one mode. We supposed to have an arcade mode, and we supposed to have a realistic mode. So, what are you doing? Balancing both of them together? You know what are you making? You balancing? You make like everything's supposed to be arcade. It's like they don't really have two modes in the game no more. It's like they started out that way. Because Ash first thought, if you look at the old patch notes from I should have copied it so I could put it on the show. But he said the game supposed to be originally realistic, and he was going to add an arcade mode. So that right there tells you that the game wasn't intended to be what we got now. They start changing it that way.
What's realistic about the game right now?
Nothing. To me, nothing.
It's got to be something. The licensing, the likenesses of the characters is it's a realism.
The name is realism.
The name, yeah, they got the trademarks. The trademarks are there. That's a realism.
That's it to me. That's it. Because there's a lot missing in that ring. And a lot of people keep saying, oh, you're looking at it from an AI perspective. No, I'm not. I'm looking at it from in general. Even Sugar Ray Leonard don't really look like himself. I think EA did a better job with Sugar Ray Leonard in the older games. That's what people got to ask themselves. Sometimes you got to compare older games to the modern games and see what did they improve. And then stop making this.
Yeah.
They just start making the game. That's what. Come on, man. Game development. It's been like 50-something years for video games. When they build cars, look how the cars look now. Cars don't look like they look back in the 50 years ago or 40 years ago, whatever. Nothing looks the same. Everything had progressed.
With the exception of that shit, what's his name? Elon Musk came out with. Is it a fucking car? This looks like a Lego block.
Yeah.
What is that thing called again?
Don't.
I've never seen a car like that.
But he like can't.
Yeah, that. Oh my god, that thing. Boy, that thing. It's like it just looks like it was something from Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
a Lego car.
It looks like a car from like a Nintendo 64 game.
Weird.
Like, dude, what?
Something, man. It's messed up, man.
Yeah, it's bulky.
Why this game just keeps showing the Moses Atawa fight?
What do you mean?
On YouTube, it just keep going over and over with the Moses video.
Right now?
Yeah. That's what I see, but I don't know. You see it too?
For me, it's fine.
No.
No. For me, it's fine.
No, everything.
I don't know what.
Yeah, you're looking at You're looking at something old.
I don't know why it's
standing. The stream's still running.
I'm not gonna mess with nothing though, but as long as y'all can see it.
Yo, Poe, look at that message by Aloha Obama talking about the stats.
A lot of stats don't make sense. Look at the stats on Buster Douglas. They gave him 96 hard and high chin. Douglas Quincy, yeah. Douglas got beat by a lot of people, and this the funny part. I was looking at it, and I forgot they fought. Tony Tucker made Buster Douglas quit. You hear that? Tony Tucker, the boxer Tony Tucker made Buster Douglas quit. Tyson beat Tony Tucker. So my thing is, Buster Douglas got Tyson on the right night. It's not that Tyson can't fight, because Tony Tucker can box. This is what I keep, because people keep saying, "Oh, Tyson can't beat a boxer." Tony Tucker was a good boxer. He was great. Tyson broke a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys was good fighters, but once they fought Tyson, he like broke them. Buster Douglas, he broke him. No, he ain't break Buster Douglas. He broke Razor Ruddock. He broke Razor Ruddock.
Oh, so yo, going back to that whole thing about what's realistic in this game right now. So I'm just seeing Obama here saying give all licensed boxer unique punches and styles. But you know what? They kind of do have it in the game already, but the problem is it doesn't execute in uniqueness. It can't, because everyone ends up fighting the same way because it's based on exploits. It's all exploits, man. The exploits in the game, at the end of the day, everybody fights the exact same way.
Yeah, but
the game needs to be made.
Like, you know what? There's more uniqueness.
Or adjusted.
Hey, there's more uniqueness in playing Street Fighter or Tekken. The guys in Street Fighter and Tekken, they actually play uniquely to the styles or the animation they give them, right? But Undisputed, it somehow it ends up all being the same. I don't know. I'm not it goes back to this. If we were to play the game in what do they call it? Clean boxing. This whole idea, what's clean boxing? I don't know if clean boxing means we're actually trying to implement boxing strategy in the game, or clean boxing means I'm not going to cheat you. I'm not going to exploit you. So I'm clean boxing, right? We're playing the game. We're playing the game the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
This whole kind of, it's like, it's the, you know what, it goes back to the friendly handshake. It's a friendly handshake. Hey, don't do too much nonsense kind of thing, right? But
yeah, that's what clean boxing do some of these people. It's crazy.
But yeah, like they have it in the game. Everybody has signature punch style, but something is, it's like there's something preventing it from each boxer from actually representing himself. The closest I'll say is maybe Roy Jones. Roy Jones is really different from all the other boxers in the game.
Yeah, that because he did his own motion capture.
He feels totally different.
But Roy Jones, if you look at his character, he fights like an older Roy Jones. He don't fight like the younger Roy Jones. And this is what I'm saying as a boxing fan. A lot of people just say, "Oh, he look like Roy Jones. He's doing it." Yeah, he's doing a lot of things Roy Jones does, but Roy Jones, he's a little quicker than what they got him. And his stance, when he got older, he changed his stance some. Roy Jones' defense was his offense. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people thought Roy Jones was defensive, like literally defensive, putting his hands up and stuff. Roy Jones, he did that a little bit, but his defense was his head movement and his movement. That was his defense. And people don't understand that.
Yeah, he was just really fast, man. He just like Mayweather as well, man. Both of those guys are like beyond elite speed.
Yeah.
Twitch movements.
Yeah. And you got other people like that. That's why I always say my thing is you can make a hardcore fan out of casual if you get the game right. Really can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I don't want to be this person with the shovel standing by a tombstone with Undisputed on it. Because they're slowly dying. Yeah, they're slowly dying.
Yeah, I can't put if all these, I don't know, man. If it's a simple thing like not having a referee telling the fighters, okay, or telling one fighter, hey, you know what, I'm giving you a warning, something like some other program that. Remember, as I said, if the fighters are not engaging, the crowd's booing, so it's recognizing something, right?
Yeah, that was
I
the
don't know.
referee supposed to be in the ring. See, my thing is they keep saying a referee is hard to put in the ring. It's not. I got the blueprints, I got the edits, I got everything. Look at my wish list if you want a referee in the ring. If you've been, cause to me, they're being, I think they're doing all this stuff on purpose. And my thing, it's lazy
They are.
programming.
They are.
It's lazy programming when the boxer keep getting up in the same, I mean, in the middle of the ring. And then you got, like I keep saying, victorious boxers. The boxers get up where they fall. You get a 10 count,
Yeah.
referee check you, and you go back to fighting. Old games. And this is what people keep saying. Fans defending the company. Them are older games. We got better technology. It's going to take them harder to do it. Stop, man. Stop with the nonsense. I'm like, stop. Really? Even you know, I hate to give Fight Night Champion credit. Even Fight Night Champion did things better. The boxer got up in the same thing and in the same place they fell, doing the counting and all that. And I'm like, yo,
I want to jump to this, man. We always have to bring this up every time to figure this out. So now we're, what is it, 2 weeks in? How many weeks now since the patch came out?
that's almost a month, right?
Has it been a month? The patch, the 1.4.5. How long has it been now?
A lot of everybody fell.
About a month.
What'd you say?
So let's just say
think it's been like a
it's
month.
been 2 weeks now since that. It's been a month since that patch came out. So we've been playing with this whole knockout system, right?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
again? What's going on with this knockout system, man? With this having it connected to the stamina.
Yeah, that's
What's the realism behind that? What's the realism behind that?
No, I don't know. Because it's my thing, it'll be okay if it's not the same round. Most people getting their knockouts within the 8th round, right?
Everybody, right now, the way the game's going is that 7-8 round, you're getting flash KO'd right now because everyone. But here's the thing: anyone who gets flash KO'd, they turn around. People turn around and say, "Oh, it's stamina management. You're not doing any stamina management. You have to learn how to manage your stamina now, right?" So that's the logic. Instead of you're not thinking. Well, here's the thing: is that thinking in boxing logic, or is that thinking in video game logic? If I'm thinking about stamina management, the entire game.
It's video game logic. Because a lot of high level pros, and not even high level pros, they go to the 8th round without getting knocked out. It goes to the scorecards. If they didn't knock you out earlier or stop you with body shots or whatever, wore you down. Now, see, the body shots should mean more in the game. Like, you know, you taking that stamina and stuff like that, and they're like weary and tired and stuff like that, and you easier to catch them like that. If you're a power puncher, and this is when people start talking about balance. If we get Mike Tyson and George Foreman in the game, there should be balancing in the game. No, we want Mike Tyson. We want George Foreman. We don't want a balanced game.
Yeah.
You should be more defensive responsible. I know Mike Tyson.
I think I'm gonna head out.
Keep my hands up. I gotta basically what people would call running. I gotta stay from in front of him.
Yeah.
I
think I'm gonna head out for now, though.
All right, good. You came in though.
Okay, Grant.
Yeah.
Leafy.
Honestly, I'm just hungry, man. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm just gonna head out and eat. I might come back if we're still live, but yeah. Thanks for giving the show today, Po.
Yeah, it's about to be past my eating time because I eat 1 meal a day. Yeah,
but going back to the whole KO, right? What's the realism behind that? If we're running it off this whole stamina system, so that's what I was saying. I keep on saying this whole thing. It should be based off a mentality stat, alertness stat, something connected. You know what I mean? It not totally reliant on this stamina bar.
Yeah, and I forgot. See, it's like yesterday. It seemed like we was talking about this yesterday. It probably was. But But I was saying, and I pulled that, did my research, which I should have, that there is some resilience. That's the thing. Resilience. Each boxer should have a resilience stat. Like they could take more absorb more damage than other boxers.
Yeah.
And actually should go by the boxer. But this is why, I don't know if Aaron got mad at me because my disagreement, but that's what you do in round tables and stuff. The way we got our round table set up, we could disagree. We could agree to disagree. If you disagree, hey. But I'm telling you my perspective. My voice doesn't mean anything because if it did, we wouldn't have the game we got. But I'm just talking, hoping not only. What you said?
The basic definition of resilience is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulty. Your toughness.
Yeah, like Holyfield.
Technically,
like
doesn't.
But a couple of games had that in it. I think was it Fight Night round? I think it was Fight Night round 3. It had resilience, and it's a couple of games that had resilience in it. So my thing is, how you replicate certain boxers, like their way of actually absorbing punishment. Like Holyfield, you could be Holyfield around the ring, and real boxing is boxers that beat him around the ring. Riddick Bowe, he beat Holyfield around the ring. He didn't knock him down at first. He knocked him down later on. But that goes back to what we was talking about, the wear and tear earlier. If you got wear and tear early in the fight, I could see it. Like literally you being knocked all around the ring and you probably got dropped one time and now you get knocked out later in the fight because it's the wear and tear on your body. That makes more sense. But it's like they're guessing.
The knockout system I keep on thinking about is that whole idea. I keep on comparing to the baseball games. And in the baseball games, you have a pitcher. The pitcher has a mentality. And if he's in a certain situation, he'll panic. And he could get tagged for home runs, hits, everything. Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like that's something that could be put in. There's some kind of mechanics that could be put in a boxing game that kind of resemble that, and that would take the place of not having to link your the KO system to your stamina. It's a totally different way of like, and that's the thing. I would like to see boxers kind of just go and analyze and see if that kind of translates into what's going, like if we're talking about the mentality now.
Yeah.
The mentality of the boxer.
That's why it makes sense to have boxers in the studio. And I know Jay Shep keeps saying he's a boxer, CB a boxer, but do they have a voice? Do you really have a voice about stuff like that? If I was in the studio, I'm going to make sure my voice, that's another reason why they probably don't want me there. I'm going to make sure my voice is being heard. But I'm like, yo, stop it's like defending them. My thing, I had many jobs. I'm not defending the company. I tell a joker that's a bad product. Hey, if it's bad, it's bad. I'm not going to talk up for something that's not right. And my thing is, Jay Shep, again, I must say, he like casual games. He doesn't like realistic. If you ask him, I want to ask him too, do you play NBA 2K? Have you ever played NBA 2K for a whole season? Have you even played a sports game that's not arcadey? He probably played Mega Baseball. I like Mega Baseball, but I like the regular baseball better. And
yes.
My thing is you can't speak up for everybody. Sometimes you gotta stop, because he keeps saying, I'm a boxer. There's a lot of people can say they're a boxer, hitting a bag and sparring 1 or 2 times don't make you a boxer. Because they upsets a person like me. if you look on the screen, I'm blind in one of my eyes from boxing. So that means I was really getting down in the ring. And boxing ain't what really did it. It was a doctor that was, because he said I had a slight tear in my retina, but he did something else that messed me up. But that's neither here or there. But my thing is, stop defending the flaws of this game because it's never gonna get better. You got people's they're getting mad about the us talking about the flaws. And they talking about, well, you could play it a certain way and it looked like boxing. Nobody don't want to play with with toy Indians and cowboys.
That's that language about clean boxing.
Yeah.
Clean
It
boxing.
Sounds
no.
Let me see. I read that the boxer who gets knocked out must be well ahead on points. That's stupid.
Well, hey, Aloha Bama, where did you read that? And the reason I want to know is because since the patch came out, I've been speculating, but I've just been watching how the game plays. Like I'm watching what other people's feedback is, and I've been saying this for the longest time. We have to be careful with games like Undisputed becoming too arcade like a Mario Kart game. I've been saying it for a while. I'm wondering if they program Mario Kart logic into the KO system now. That, like, for example, when you play Mario Kart, if you're in first place and you're in first place by too big of a margin, what eventually happens is the game will try to balance itself. And Paul, you say you don't like balancing, right? The game the game will try to balance itself.
Yeah, not
and by balancing itself, it'll send a missile out to hit the guy in first place to give the other players a chance to catch up to him. And that's like Mario Kart logic. And the reason why they put that in those games, because those games are designed for children. Like really, Mario Kart is really a game for kids from the age of 4 years old and maybe up to 12. And then from there, 12 and over, it's all nostalgia for them, right? But they designed the game because you don't want kids to, I don't know, you don't want them to be bullied. You don't want them to cry because they can't play the game, you know. You want to make them feel good when you play these games. And that's like, Alabama, if you're saying that you're noticing that you read somewhere that the boxers who get knocked out must be well ahead on points. That's not Mario Kart logic. I'm wondering that's in the game. Remember, Paul, I've been telling you that for almost 3 weeks now. I keep on going back to that Mario Kart shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, you know what else has it? All the EA Sports game has Mario Kart logic in it.
Yep.
With the exception of Fight Night Champions. If you play the NHL hockey series, it's been in NHL hockey probably since, I don't know, I'm gonna say since 2013 they have that logic in. So when it hits say the score, you're losing by 1 goal and you're in the third period, that last minute of the period, not only does it slow down, but also too, whoever has the puck has a better. If you're on the losing team and you get the puck, the game, it wants you to score a goal, so you become more supercharged. Every pass you make, it's gonna be 100% pass completion, and if you take that shot, it's gonna go in. EA does that all the time, and then what happens is a tie game. Okay, we're going to OT. The NBA basketball games, NBA Live does that as well. You get down to that final 30 seconds of the game. If you take that shot, most likely it's gonna go in. It's I don't know what they call it. I just call it I say it all stems from Mario Kart. That's the first game I ever noticed a balancing system where somebody can't be too good at the game.
Yeah. Let me see something. I'm gonna ask the computer why stamina shouldn't be connected to a KO. No, how you said?
Where you reading that?
No, I'm asking the computer.
Oh, you're asking the AI to see what their thoughts are.
Yeah, I want to see what
the right now with this stamina and KO. It really if I have to give examples in boxing, okay, Ali versus Foreman. Foreman gets knocked down at 8 because he was so fatigued. But that means, like, how often do you see those kind of knockouts? What Undisputed is telling us is that you're getting flash KO because you're exhausted. Well, I don't know. That's how they want the game to play.
Yo. Shit, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. What did it say about stamina? Can the AI can it even comprehend that?
Yeah, it can. It can actually do and that's the funniest thing. Leafy can even tell you because Leafy do programming. So it even give you the blueprint on how to do it, like everything you need to go in the game. It like give you the print for the game. So I'm like, why is y'all not using this stuff?
Maybe they are. You never know. Maybe they used it and that's why they got rid of everybody. And they used that and it didn't work properly. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Why one punch knockouts? One.
There we go. If stamina is connected to knockouts, Morrison would have never won a fight.
Wow.
You catch that?
Yup. Yup.
If stamina is connected to knockouts, Morrison would have never won a fight.
And that goes back to check this out. Check this out. Remember in the earlier games when people were saying you shouldn't still be able to knock somebody out if your stamina low, or yes, you can. It happens all the time in boxing. It's times that people got knocked out. Who was that? I keep forgetting the fight. But both of them kept knocking each other down. And then, eventually they knocked the other one out. But you can't do that. Like, yo, what are y'all talking about? I think it's more wear and tear than stamina. In a boxing game. All right, let me see. Yeah, I think this is the last subject I'm gonna do. I'll go break bread.
Yeah, man, I'm getting hungry. But man, if Undisputed has baked this game in with Mario Kart logic and the KO system, this game is doomed.
Yeah,
I said it has to be doomed, man. I can't.
I think they probably.
I couldn't play a game like that.
They probably got Mario Kart people on the team. All right, let me see. I got it. Why one punch KO should not be tied to stamina? It's not how knockout power works in real life. Different energy systems. A single explosive action, 1-2 seconds, comes from the ATP system, which can still fire even when a boxer is overly fatigued. See, I was saying that. Long exchange tacks, aerobic and anaerobic systems. That was something that I gave EA. They was trying to use the fatigue system. A single bomb does not need a full stamina bar. Facts. KOs are about shock, not cardio. One punch KOs primarily follow from timing, leverage, accuracy, and opponent vulnerability. Unseen shots, poor balance, neck not brace, tempo lid replacement. None of these require the puncher to be fresh. What'd you say?
Hey, I was about to sort of interrupt you, but I don't think there ever has been a boxing game that has caught that the like Manny Pacquiao used to get. He gets a lot of knockdowns like that. He'll catch you off. He'll catch you with a good shot, but he'll catch you off balance too. Yeah, and you get dropped. No boxing game has ever did that.
And it seemed like we were in that realm in the beginning because they had the off balance in the game. Like boxers could be off balance if they do certain things. like switching stances. That's what I was trying to. The point I was trying to make before Aram left. I guess he got angry or something. But you can't just be like my ideas only and yours don't make no sense. I'm not doing it like that. I'm trying to make sense out of stuff. And like for his balance,
Are you talking about today?
yeah, just now. And my
Oh,
thing is,
I thought you were talking about something on Discord.
nah, Aaron, when he was in the thing, I was, trying to explain to him, and he got mad, and I don't know if he got mad and left. He probably just left. But I was trying to make a point that, balancing to me, the ways people be saying it especially when I in the Discord, and he said it technically, gameplay needs to be balanced. And I was like, because you stealing people you stealing. Yes, yes, yes.
Bomber, you say fight night round 4 had the best actual boxing minus the prolonged parry.
Okay.
I gotta go back and play that game. I still feel like I just wish Fight Night Champion had both well, it didn't have manual block, but I wish it had both up and down blocking in Fight Night Champion.
Who said that? You? I'm not looking at the screen. You said that,
No,
nah,
Obama.
man. I know
Obama.
you ain't saying that. I know you ain't saying that. Manual blocking is the best thing to have in the game, not up and down. No, this.
No. I'm saying Fight Night Champion. Fight Night Champion. There was only one button block, right?
Oh yeah. I remember.
It did it to you, right? Yeah, that's what Fight Night before Champion. That one you have to block up and down. But no box game ever. I can't remember the last time I played boxing. We had to do all. You have to block all zones. Nobody wants to do it, and they have it in Undisputed.
Yeah, my thing is they supposed to have been building off of the game more realistically. You know what they was living off this whole time? The footwork, and it's not the same anymore. That's what everybody was talking about. Oh, it got the best footwork we ever seen in a boxing game. Okay.
And they're getting rid of it too. I remember they said they're getting rid of they're getting rid of like the first step, the steps. They're gonna remove it.
Steps.
If they remove once they remove that, the game is no different than Fight Night Champions then. Because if you go back to Fight Night Champions, they kind of skate around.
Yeah.
There's a bit of skating in that one, right? So
yeah. Let me see. It creates bad player incentive. Bar watching over boxing. That's it right there. Bar watching. That's an arcade fighter. When you got them little health bars and stuff, it's a bar watching over boxing. It's a full stamina bar. High KO chance. Players turtle, watch for the bar to fill, then throw video game haymakers. That's arcade, not boxing. Punishes correct strategy. Smart setups, fence, counters, positioning should matter more than whether you rested for 10 seconds. Facts. Remove style diversity. Pressure boxers, rhythm boxers, and economical punchers should all threaten KO in different ways, independent of a generic stamina meter. Facts. Stamina and KO risk belong to different systems. Think of 5 parallel layers that interact but aren't collapsed into one bar. Damage and vulnerability layer. Head, body, localized damage. Cumulative concussion load. Equilibrium degradation. Unseen and off balance multipliers. Part 2. Impact player layers. Effective mass transfer in range velocity. rotational torque to the body and head, shot type, cross, hook, uppercut, jab, and hand dominance. All these things should play a role in, you getting the KO more than the stamina. And let me see, context layer, feet set versus reaching, counter timing windows, angle, target zone, chin, temple, liver, and solar plexus, constitutional layer defenders, chin rating, neck strength. See, they don't have neck strength and stuff like that in the game that I know of. Recovery trait, another thing. We basically was talking about the recovery trait. That's technically the resilience. Historic durability, current hurt states, stamina, energy layer, punch and defender, governs volume, work rate, recovery, movement quality, not the core ability for a single shot to switch the lights off. Stamina still matters. Fatigue lowers average snap. Foot placements quality and accuracy, but it shouldn't hard gate KO potential. What you think?
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It tells you that there's more science to it than using a stamina bar.
exactly. I'm gonna write this up in an article. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, you chat.
Like,
it's not what I use, it's read it and then you get what you get out of it. If it sound like it don't make sense, okay.
but the stamina bar also highlights this fact that the game, I'm 100%, the game does not take into consideration if momentum, the person's forward momentum running into a punch. It doesn't. Instead, it's based on stamina.
Yeah, and this
right.
Yeah, and these things can be implemented, but their thing is we got to do what we know how to do.
Well, why?
Stuff.
That's the thing. That's the biggest question. Why? You know what I mean? It's like,
my thing is,
I can't make something.
I can make if I can get more sales out of a game, I'm gonna push the game as hard as I can. But these people, they getting paid. They get paid off the rip. They get paid immediately. They making good money at Steel City, and all the incentives that they get. So they don't care what kind of game they push out. And if Ash walk around start firing jokers and jokers start getting scared, that's what he got to do. You got to make them scared. Oh, I got to do better. He ain't playing no more. Times you got to make them examples. If he don't want to do it because Ash seemed like a nice guy, let Seth or your brother do it.
Yo, I don't blame the coders unless the coders said that it's impossible. This is impossible. That's impossible. That's impossible. But I've never heard that communicated from the I guess the Discord, right? If the developer is saying it's impossible to do these things, then therefore, okay, now you have to look at not the developer but the actual coders themselves. Okay, now we have to start looking for to see if there's other coders out there that they're more advanced, maybe they know how to do it. But then if the coders know how to do it, but the thing is they're not getting the assignment. No one's giving them the assignment, then we have to say, okay, well, who's not doing their homework then? Like who's not giving them this information or I don't know. Like what's guiding these decisions at the end of the day, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'm about to end this show. I'm like going into my
man. That's it for today, man.
Yeah,
that's it. So,
we did our first.
I'll catch up with you on Discord later.
All right, we did our first YouTube, so we in the system now. So we good.
Yeah, hey, you know what's funny? It ended up being a 2-hour episode because the first 2 hours were recorded. That was the trial run, right? That's the trial run, but it was live this time. So.
Yeah, as long as we got it right.
Yeah. All right, man. Good show, Paul. I'll catch you later.
All right, see you the next show. Thanks everybody for coming.
All right, man.
Share the video if you can and give us feedback. You can disagree with us, just let us know. And we want you on the show. If you disagree, say it out open. Salute to AJ and salute to Grief. Dad Grief. Leafy, and shout out to Aaron for coming. I want to know, did you leave because you disagree with my opinion? We both have our own opinions. It's okay. It's really okay. You know, we both see things different. It's okay.